How you doing, sir?
We thank God we're okay.
All right. It's another day at the newsstand, and talking about insecurity as the state of the nation presently. Insecurity.
Well, it saddened my heart when I heard there were three monarchs.
Yeah.
One escaped.
Yeah.
Well, from the information and the detail we gathered that the three monarchs were coming from
Security
Ekiti,
meeting.
a security meeting that shares border with Kogi, and they were ambushed. Two of them were killed. The question on ground is now, what 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 is the thing that went wrong? Because for you to go for a security meeting means that the issue has been on ground. They refuse to they refuse to deliberate on it, and they allow those people to have grown beyond. They have grown and they have been able to have their stand before they started taking decision. And peradventure, there may have been people that went for that meeting that are spies.
There are saboteurs there.
Now saboteur is a sad incident. It's a sad incident because they are killing the monarchs today. Now it will become the pastors. Tomorrow it will become the governor. Tomorrow it will become the president. I want to tell you, I listened to um, the former VP, Oshibajo. He said when he was going to Niger Delta, Buhari told him that you should not be the first VP to be kidnapped. If a president of a country can say that, it was Oshibajo that said so. He now said, "Oga, don't worry, I will go." He went there, he was able to harass them, he was able to talk to them and things stabilize. I want to throw it as a challenge. This government know the people that are doing this thing. Abacha said, if there are insecurity in the state within a day, if the government of the day cannot address it, the government of the day knows about it. I want to say this, that we are killing ourselves by the government of the day not choosing competent people. They are choosing people that there are supporters. They are choosing people that are giving them money, that supported them in one form or the other. And that's why we find ourselves here. The Minister of Information is not doing the right thing. The Minister of Defense, they are not doing the right thing. The IG, they are not doing what they are supposed to do.
What of the NSC?
The NSC, they are not doing what they are supposed to do. They are not giving report. Like when this man, Irabo will always come out. This is the situation. This is this. We don't even know who is the spokesman of army now. I don't know. I stand to be corrected on this platform. Last year, early this year, about 300 people died in Plateau. Our president deemed it not fit. He did not show face. Another issue happened in Oyo. Nothing is happening. This monarch, nothing is happening. I want to say that we are in a big chaos. We are in a big challenge.
All these things you mentioned, does it mean that the security agents are not working?
Well, the security agents are working, but they cannot go beyond their control.
Because we have a report here that 45 terrorists were wiped out in the Kaduna military airstrike, and the rescued victims were handed over to the state government. I'm talking about the Kaduna state government. And when you look at it, the more they kill these people, the more they wipe them out, the more they spring up. Does it mean they are waxing stronger? Is there any backing? Is there any backup from Nigerian politicians or the ex-military generals? Or what do you think is going on?
Well, what I just think that is going on is a propaganda. When you kill a terrorist, maybe there are 10, you kill 9 of them. What happened to that group? He dies a natural death. All these things they are telling us in the newspaper, all these things they are telling us
The numbers.
is a propaganda. They may just kill one and they will multiply it. Let us look at it logically.
So the military is not saying the truth.
They are not telling the Nigerian citizens the truth. Look at when they attack Osama bin Laden. And Osama bin Laden, everybody knew he's dead. Did you see any other Osama bin Laden came up? But in Nigeria, we have Shakarau. They say another person, another Shakarau will come up. Another one will come up. You should understand what I am saying. There are a lot of propaganda going on in the military that they are not telling Nigeria the true picture. They may just call, the thing is just, see, you people to just cease fire for now. Cease fire for now. And the most funny thing and most of these people they caught, they invite them into the military.
They recruit them.
They recruit them into the military.
Because they've repented now.
How do you bring a repented Boko Haram killer into our military force? I want to say this, that the foundation and the institution is faulty. And I have said that the military has done us better thing than any other person. I want to say that God will help us and God will strengthen us.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's have Michael here. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael Adekunle.
All right. You're welcome on board.
Thanks for having me.
All right, there's a sad development in the country. And a tragic story. One that they were killed in Ekiti State. We have Nigerians reacting to this. Is this administration winning the war against insurgency? Michael.
Obviously not. The administration seems to be losing control on security. I mean, just like every other sector, as we are seeing. Very unfortunate development in Ekiti where 2 monuments were hacked down by yet to be identified assailants. And this has become one of several other mindless killings that we have seen in our country. Yet, perpetrators haven't been found. Governments, from time to time, we commiserate with the families of the deceased, promising to get the killers. But unfortunately, nothing will be done until another one happens. And I think we cannot continue in this form, and that is why I have joined the school of thoughts that have said that a state of emergency, I have said it on this platform severally, a state of emergency should be declared on security. It is obvious now that the situation has assumed a very frightening and deadly dimension. Things like this used to be very far from us. We believe that it is far in the core north. Once in a while we heard of banditry and kidnapping activities there, but unfortunately now the chicken is it's coming home to roast. And I think it should concern every well-meaning Nigerians. It should concern everyone that have the good of the country at heart. Our government must be alive to our responsibilities. Section 14, subsection 2B is very clear about it, that the security and welfare of the people shall, that was the word that was used, shall be the primary purpose of government. Anything outside of that, there is no government in place. And I think it is quite unfortunate that we are discussing another killing in our nation.
Michael, when are you going stop talking about insecurity in Nigeria?
Uh,
You know,
I
it's
mean,
been going on for years.
I think that question should be directed to the government of the day. I mean, in specific terms, tell us when this is going to stop. It has been on even before this administration, we must admit. Uh, but if the whole essence of governance is security and welfare of the people, so what do you think you are doing as the commander in chief, where people will be killed almost on a daily basis now? It's becoming a daily affair,
Yes.
where people will be kidnapped almost on a daily basis now, and all we have government do is to explain away what has happened, or to come out intermittently to commiserate with the families of the victims. And I think that must stop. You are not voted for, or you are not in government just to commiserate with losses. You must get on the job and get your security operatives on red alert, so that some of this crime can even be checkmated before they are executed. So I mean, if you remember when there was bombing during the Boston Marathon a couple of years ago in the U.S. It was Obama that was in the saddle in that country then. I remember vividly that the entire Boston was locked down. There was a total lockdown in Boston. They were looking for two brothers, which they never knew where they was at that time. But Obama was assuring the nation that we are going to find you, a part of his statement when he came to Boston, that we are going to find you, we are going to face the justice system of America and all of that. To cut the long story short, they were found. The other brother was killed in one of the shootouts. A teenager at that time, the younger brother was apprehended eventually, because the SWAT team were deployed to enter to from house to house in Boston. So that is how to build decent society. You don't just explain things away. There must be deliberate action to stem the tide of criminality, if you actually want it to stop.
Michael, is this not time we should allow, is it not time we should allow, or we allow the states control their own security, the state governors, let them handle their security themselves? It's not time.
If you remember, Michael, even the the current president of our nation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been an advocate of state police ever before he became the president. And now that he's in the saddle, uh, we he's not pushing for it. I mean, for reasons best known to him. We are not. I'm not seeing that push now that he's in the saddle. And this is a thought you have always believed in when you were in the opposition and all of that. So it is clear that the federal police or the federal policing system cannot tackle what is going on. Don't forget there is insurgents happening simultaneously across the country. The security operative seems, in my estimation, to be overwhelmed. And if you bring it home to the states, I think if well managed, we must add that if well managed, I think they should get a better result from what we are seeing now.
All right, away from that, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, of course, pulled out of ECOWAS, sent an official letter to the Nigerian government on that note. And the Nigerian government, as of today, said that they are open for dialogue, engagement. But do you think these countries are ready for that?
Just as I said yesterday, I think ECOWAS has outlived its usefulness. It has outlived its usefulness. There is no point just assembling yourselves together when the whole thing is not translating into better lives for your people. It's needless in my view. Be it ECOWAS, be it African Union, these guys are not telling themselves the truth. It's about the people. Anything that you are doing that does not culminate into better lives, better standard of living for your people is needless, and I think they had better disband the entire block and let people focus on their people.
Disbandment is what you want.
I mean, if it's not yielding result, what is the usefulness? That is my take. If it is not about let's just be meeting in the name of ECOWAS. Don't forget there are funds that will be coming into that body, probably from international communities, thinking that these guys are serious.
Where are the funds going?
Exactly. So if it is not translating into better lives for the people, it should be discontinued.
All right, thank you so much,
My pleasure.
Appreciate you.